Happy November! Can you believe Christmas is around the corner? And with Christmas comes our annual Orange Giving Project in partnership with Compassion International. So as we head into Christmas, we invite you to join the Barnyard Project, a partnership providing financial security to kids and families through the gift of chickens, goats, pigs, and cows. See, in addition to directly sponsoring kids, Compassion provides animals to many of their families to create a stable source of income through the sale of eggs, milk, and meat. Together, we can create an animal gift bonanza during the Christmas season. You can download all your materials with your curriculum download, including promotional resources for leaders, family, and kids. Please visit the website below if you have any further questions about this project, and plan to collect money each Sunday through December 29th. This is a really great chance for your kids to put honor into practice. Honor is letting someone know you see how valuable they really are. God loves us and sees us as valuable, and He proved it when He sent Jesus to save us. When we honor others, we reflect God to those around us. It's important to remember this whenever we're with others. That's why we've chosen to memorize something Paul wrote in Romans 12:10. Love one another deeply, honor others more than yourselves. When someone understands the principle of honor, it changes the way they treat everyone. And as we continue our journey through the Bible, we look at two guys from the Old Testament who help us understand more about what it means to honor others. Throughout the first 3 weeks of the month, we discover more about David. In week 1, preteens start with the question, how does it make you feel when you're overlooked? When it comes to honor, remembering what it's like when you feel dishonor can help you remember to show honor. Being overlooked is something that David knew all too well. From being the last person considered the next king of Israel to having people question if he should face Goliath. But God chose him and helped him defeat the mighty Goliath. Bottom line, honor others by giving them a chance. Next, we ask the question, what are the best ways to honor your friends? To help answer this question, we turn to the familiar friendship between David and Jonathan. Jonathan should have been next in line for the throne, but instead understood God's plans for David. Jonathan, in an ultimate act of honor and loyalty, gave David his robe, his sword, and his bow, and in return, David made a unique promise to look out for Jonathan and his family, even though they could be a threat to his kingdom. Bottom line, honor others by putting them first. In week 3, we see how David handles honor with regards to the promises he made Jonathan as we answer the question, why do promises matter so much? The only person left in Jonathan's family was a man named Mephibosheth. David didn't owe Mephibosheth anything, but he made a promise and he honored Jonathan and Mephibosheth by not only making good on that promise, but also going above and beyond to welcome Mephibosheth into his own family. Bottom line, honor others by keeping your promises. In our final week, we turn to another important person in the Old Testament, Daniel. We'll see how he answered our key question for the week, how do you honor God? Daniel was known for faithfully praying to God, and when the leaders tried to trap him and have him killed, Daniel was faithful and honored God in spite of what could happen to him. Daniel was thrown into the lion's den, but God shut the lions' mouths and rescued Daniel. Bottom line, honor God by giving him credit. Now let's see how kids will experience these stories throughout the curriculum. We've paired them with the theme Hall of Fame, where everyone's a VIP. We have a Hall of Fame for everything, from sports to music to everything in between, where we honor people for their excellence and contributions in their given field. But we're helping kids see that perhaps we're looking at this whole Hall of Fame thing the wrong way. What if everyone was a VIP, not because of what they do, but because of who they are? We pray that kids start to see everyone as important simply because God created them in His image. Here's how it plays out in large group. Hopefully, you're keeping up to date with your visual timeline of the Bible throughout the year. Each week, we will continue to include visuals that you can print out and use to visualize God's one big story. As always, these also show up as slides to show during your host outro for all of the 252 Kids Large Group scripts. Now, if you're using the K5 starter script, check this out. For week 1 story, we suggest using actual trophies to act out the story. So you may want to start asking people right away so you can borrow as many as you can. Also, think through the week 3 story as you'll need to play sound effects. You can do this with your leader that does the script or a separate volunteer. Oh, and pay close attention to week 4, as this week, the program is in a little bit different order to build up to a party to celebrate all that God has done. You can change it around to best fit your environment. For example, it might work better for you to save any food or party games until after small group, or to incorporate them during the small group time. The point is to use both the worship and an activity like a party to honor God. Depending on how much time you have for the party, you may want to recreate the games from weeks 1 through 3 and let the kids play them just one more time. Or play some fun music and let them enjoy a treat. For the K5 Plus script, in week 2, you'll need to make a sock puppet for each character in the Bible story. You'll need them for King Saul, Jonathan, and David. Plan ahead so you can make these really fun and entertaining. You'll also need 3 helpers to serve as the puppeteers and say their characters' lines into a mic. But they can have a script with them so they know what to do. But it would be ideal if you can practice with them ahead of time. The week 4 story is an interview with a lion, also known as the host in a lion's costume. We suggest that you really go for it and get a good full body lion costume. Although since it's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, even a lion headpiece would be pretty funny. If you have access to the premium tier and use the K3 script, just a couple of notes. Each week, we're competing to see who gets to be the VIP group of the week. They get VIP stickers and VIP seating at the front of the room. Maybe fill the VIP area with comfy seating and beanbag chairs. We're doing a large group game in weeks 1 and 4 that involves trophy sticker on plastic cups. So make sure you save them after week 1 so you can use them again in week 4. If you use the 252 preteen scripts from the premium tier, we've included some fun, sports-focused small group versus small group competition where the winning group each week gets to sit in a VIP section of the room. So you'll want to set up this VIP section with soft seating and maybe a snack for the winning small group to share. We have all sorts of fun ideas in the Create the Environment page in your Prelude folder. And remember, no matter what script you use, we include engaging ways for your kids and preteens to experience the Bible passages this month with visuals, props, costumes, and audience participation. Just be sure to read the Getting Ready section at the top of the scripts for how to prepare and where to find the props and images you might need. But if you don't have a live storyteller every week, be sure to check out the media package for videos that can enhance your large group experience. 252 Story is created with your kindergarten through 3rd graders in mind and comes with an intro-outro video that help make a relevant tie into their life. For your preteens, check out the So-and-So Show. The hosts are always up to something your preteens won't want to miss. And all of that sets up small group. First of all, no matter what script you use, for those of you who have kids with special needs in your ministry, make sure you check out the special needs adaptations available in your curriculum downloader. Those leader guides include ideas and suggestions for adapting the activities and conversations to fit the needs of all kids who attend your ministry. Now, here are some things to keep in mind. For week 1, as we talk about honoring others by giving them a chance, be sensitive to kids who might be on the receiving end of someone not giving them a chance. Most of the time, you know who they are. They're the kid who might regularly get picked last during the recess basketball game, or the kid who has some personality quirks that might make it difficult for them to connect with others. More often than not, kids are aware of who has this status, and this means you'll need your small group leaders to be extra involved in navigating this week's conversations. For week 2, in K5 Starter, and in the 2nd and 3rd grade small group, we're making friendship bracelets as a nod to David and Jonathan's special bond. Take a look at both of these activities to see which one best fits your environment in terms of supplies and instructions. And in week 3, in the K1 script, your kids will have the chance to play a life-size game akin to Chutes and Ladders. We know this game requires a little bit of extra setup and potentially some intense crowd control, but we think it'll be worth it in the end to give kids a fun and memorable experience that helps land today's truth in their hearts and minds. And last but not least, be sure to check out how you can engage the whole family with the new and improved 252 FX. This weekly FX is building towards the big Christmas celebration for families, Jingle Jam. All month long, FX features a hype segment that salutes a different Hall of Fame. The Toy Hall of Fame, Polka Hall of Fame, Archery Hall of Fame, and Robot Hall of Fame. Each week has a segment before the actual production begins that incorporates audience members as they give a wacky salute to some fun places of honor. And speaking of fun places of honor, all month long, FX features the Comic Host Family Couch. That's right, your comic host will have a special couch named after him that will be used by a different family each week as they have some popcorn and enjoy the FX production. Sounds like a pretty cool way to show some honor. Well, that does it. Of course, if you have any questions, be sure to ask your Orange specialist. They're ready and waiting to help you take this month and all your months using 252 to the next level. And check out our Facebook 252 Partners community where you can ask questions, share ideas with literally thousands of other leaders just like you. Have a great month, guys.